Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We're here on a Wednesday. I'm your host, Kynard. I'd like to welcome you to Dope Dialogue. What's going on, Brittany? How you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you?
Excited to be here. A lot to talk about. Things going on. Um, it's a Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. We doing it. Dope Dialogue. Episode 5, man. Look, we still here 5 weeks later getting to it. How you feeling? You good? You happy about it?
With it. I'm I'm elated. I'm trying to find the good in today.
um,
So that's
yeah,
that.
look, it's a lot going on. Wednesdays, middle of the week, I always reflect, I always take a look back just to see what's going on, where I'm going, what I'm trying to get done. And this week I was working on something and like it just kind of came to me like when you're an entrepreneur or when you're trying to create or when you're trying to build something, you have to solve a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I feel like everything that I've gone through or gotten to a particular point, like when I look back and I reflect on what I've done, I always think back on how like I've always come across a challenge and I've had to solve a problem. Right. As an entrepreneur, I think a lot of our jobs is as we create our businesses and we try and sell our product is to solve the problems and put out the fires that come along with it. And as I was doing what, I was hired to do, I just thought about my ability to be able to solve issues. And a lot of times, if you're able to solve issues at a high level, that's also associated uh, with how much you can earn based on your value, right? If you solve high level problems, chances are you're worth more value. And then I started thinking, is being able to be a problem solver a direct correlation to your value, right? How valuable are you as a person or as a business or somebody that has skills? This isn't just for entrepreneurs, but if my car has an issue, I may not be able to solve that problem, but I have to pay someone else who specializes in fixing things. They specialize in working on cars and they charge you per hour based on their value to solve the problem that you have. Now, if you like me, you've driven with your check engine light on a time or two in your life. And based on the value of what it is to get it fixed, you might just have to ride with the check engine light on for a little bit. That problem have to be solved financially somewhere down the line. But as I thought about it, I really kind of felt like my value is based on my ability to solve issues. And they try and teach you these things. Problem solving is something that you get educationally if the teachers are doing their jobs right. You have a math problem. This is in front of you. How do you solve it? The requirement is to write a sentence. I would tell y'all a lot of times I'm inspired by my son and what he's going through because he's learning, he's going through the process of learning how to solve problems. And I have to have that conversation with him. Yo, son, you're going to be faced with challenges in your life, and your ability to be able to solve a problem will sometimes indirectly determine what your value is. For instance, um, just at a very, very simple level, if I am a boss who's hiring people to fill positions, if I need a camera person, but all you know how to do is sound, you don't hold as much value to me, right? If I need a director, but all you understand is how to do other things, I had a comment. Give me 1 second. If everything in the space is governed by a set of rules, what decided on these set of rules? That's a good question. I don't know who decided on what the rules were. A lot of times it's just problem solution. And if you learn and understand what the rules are, you can make a decision. Thank you for the question. Your thoughts, Brittany, what do you think? Just about problem solving and the value of what that is.
A problem solving person, or I guess their ability to give a solution, is relative. The value in one's solution to a problem may not hold the same value to the next person. So it's kind of hit and miss, but I feel like people most definitely value someone who can meet a problem head on and come up with something. Because some people will freeze and there will be
Yeah,
nothing. So I do think there is a high value in being able to kind of navigate a situation and come up with the best option possible.
right. I agree. I think the solution to a lot of problems, like I don't believe is one solution. Um, I think that you can have multiple solutions to a problem. That's why I think collaboration is dope. Right? When you can collaborate with someone to solve an issue. For instance, I was on a production this weekend, and I was working with a director. I'm the producer on set. We encounter a problem and we come together. I give him the information. I say, hey, this is the problem we're facing. What are your suggestions? I offer my suggestions and we can find the best suggestions. Right? I think collaboration to problem solve has advanced, us as human beings,
For
right?
sure.
To provide whatever service it is that we need. So,
The saying isn't there for a reason. Two heads is better than one is a thing for a reason.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. But if you don't know how to approach um, the problem with a solution, like if you continue to get stuck on what the problem is, how are you ever going to be able to move forward?
Hmm.
Your thoughts?
Run it by me one more time so I can get in there. If you continue, say it one more time.
So you said that some people freeze,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Some people freeze when they encounter a problem.
Hmm.
Some of them don't always find a solution.
Right,
They freeze
right,
up.
right.
How do you get by that?
Oh,
What are your thoughts? How do you get by the frozen part? Oh, I got a problem. And sometimes there's no good solution. It's only the best solution.
right. I think a lot of it is maybe acknowledging the fact that you've encountered the problem. Sit in it for a second, but you got to get out. I feel like sometimes when those people freeze, they sit in their problem and they sit in their sorrow and they sit in the confusion, and they don't make their way out fast enough. Um, you got to allow. I feel like I'm an advocate for letting someone like feel their feelings, feel your panic, feel your fret, feel whatever it is. Feel sorry for yourself, but don't sit in it for too long, because once you do, that's when you hit that hard wall. Um, you got to be able to pivot around that thing. Um, so I think feeling it for a moment is important, but also like regrouping and saying, okay, now how do we fix it? is that's how I find myself trying to solve most problems. Like I can't
Yeah.
I can't wallow for too much.
Me personally, I'm with you. I always try and find the best solution and move on because there are other things that I have to get to. So, for instance, I had a problem before we got on. I wanted to get the chat up because I want to talk to whoever's in the chat and they watching us and they commenting.
Mhm.
We appreciate you, but my chat wasn't coming up and my password wasn't working and it wasn't allowing me in. So I kept trying to find the right solution until I found a way to get it popped out in a Windows browser,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
And I had to hurry up because we were up against it. There was a problem in front of me. How do I handle it? Now I put the starting soon graphic up so people know. Look, we live. Give me a couple seconds to get these technical difficulties out the way. All right, let's move on. Let's go live with the show.
Got you.
That being said, for me personally, I would like if you're listening, the question for me would be after you find yourself in a situation doing the things that you want to do or trying to achieve the things you want to achieve, understand it's always going to be problems. How do you handle those problems? You don't have to take it all on your own. all Really all you got to do is know the individuals that might be able to assist you in solving that problem, right?
Correct. You might not have the
Once you
answers, but you got to know someone who got
Yeah,
them.
exactly. And it's okay for you to not have the answers. That's okay. No issue with that.
I think that
You
comes with
know?
maturity though, because I feel like a lot of times we want to have an answer and we want to know what to do, and sometimes it's okay to say like, "Ugh, I ain't got it. I don't know. I want to know, but I don't have it right now." And I think there's a beauty in accepting what you don't know.
Correct. I think that comes with experience. Um I think that comes with time. Once again, you just have to accept that there are going to be problems you can't solve, and then the hope is that you can hire individuals or you can consult because sometimes it ain't even that you have to hire somebody. It's a situation where you got a friend that might have gone through this situation, um, and they can offer you input. They can put you in a situation where they offer up advice that might help you with your issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you have to pay somebody all the time to help you solve a problem. You got friends, you might be going through something. They may have gone through the same thing and they can offer insight. I believe that older people have value because they have knowledge. They can pass down wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? They can help you solve problems before things even become problems. That's why I value old people. I talk to old people. I want to know old people. Give me that game because I want to avoid the issues in the future where I'm in a situation where I'm running up against a problem and I need help to solve it, and you may have already given me a gem that puts me in a position to solve that issue. Do you still go to your old heads to get advice, or you go friends and get advice, Britt?
I definitely do. My grandma was one of my favorite people in the whole planet. Um, I also take. She's always going to be extremely honest, and sometimes she's good for saying sometimes I don't know, but she's always going to give advice and lend an ear and give her advice from a good place. As far as friends, I go to certain friends for certain things. Not everyone is equipped for everything.
Right.
Um,
Agreed.
Same with family too. Shoot. Um,
Yeah. Family don't automatically be
mm-mm.
brought into certain because you may not be able to solve a
Right.
problem. Family sometimes crazy.
I'm not gonna ask you about business if you never started one. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Um,
Facts.
I'm
Ooh.
not gonna ask you about a
Say it
relationship.
again for him in the back, though.
Listen,
Say it again for him in the
we
back.
will not ask about business dealings if you do not have a successful one of your own, and not just one. Hopefully, multiple.
Hopefully
Yeah,
multiple.
because one, it's not a
Because
one size fits all type of situation.
facts.
I'm not gonna ask. I wouldn't advise asking the forever single person for relationship advice.
Facts.
There's just some things you're not going to ask someone with no kids about parenting. You just don't. There's certain things you just don't do. So you got to categorize your
Facts.
advice givers. Um, and then there's some people that are general that you can go to and they'll give you a good, solid, or assumingly a solid response because they're that kind of person. They receive information, um,
Yeah.
and they have experience with different types of people in different places. But you gotta put people in their lane where their expertise can be used.
Right. So, and I would follow that by saying, like, I'm an artist. That's why when I talk to other young artists and they come speak to me and they ask, like, a lot of times I'm passing game because it's a situation where I've already gone through some of the problems I see them facing.
Hmm.
And if I give you this gem, it's really for you to analyze it, receive it. If you feel it, if it's for you, to then help you before you get to that problem. Because I've seen it, I've done it. I just want to help you when you on your way trying to get where you gonna go. Look, homie, you gonna have to learn to solve problems. You gonna have to learn to build a team. You gonna have to learn to invest more money in your marketing and than in your visuals. So what, you made a dope visual, how many people saw it?
Hmm.
Let me help you with the problem. The problem is you want to be seen, but you don't want to invest for people to see you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You think because you cool. There's a lot of people who
But
cool.
where the ads
So
at?
what? It's a lot of people who cool.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of talented people, but and no one cares. So if you want to get seen, I try and pass knowledge, but I'm still trying to solve them problems for myself. But I also feel, like I said, as an artist, if you want to know what the independent grind truly is, I can give you the ugly truth, and then you can decide if this is something you want to do. But until then, it doesn't matter if you're not really in it because you don't understand. You know, you don't know these kind of problems because you haven't experienced it. You don't know what it feel like to be like, yo, I need 10 grand and I only got this amount of money. And so I got to try and sell this. And then I got to market here. And then I got to reach out to these people and I got to talk to people. But I ain't got all the time in the world. So now I got to hire somebody to do some of this on my behalf
Right.
and then keep them happy and then manage that relationship, right? You don't understand the work that goes in, the emails you got to send, how many times you got to be told no, how many fires you running through. So I can't consult with you if you don't
I feel
understand
triggered
what it
just by what
is.
you said. I feel
I,
triggered, just so you know,
why you feel triggered?
because I deal with a lot of clients, and they're always running to me to help them with a problem.
Right.
And a lot of these problems could have not been problems had you taken heed the first time around.
Speak on
But
it.
I'm here. I already got the check.
Speak
I'm
on
here.
it. Speak on it.
I'm upset. I'm gonna be frustrated about it inside, internally. Um,
Right.
but I got the check, and I'm here. And at least you trust me to do that.
Right. Right. Well, I agree. I agree. I think from a certain standpoint, if I do my job well enough, I know the pitfalls, and you pay me so you can listen to me. I mean, really, in the end, if I'm helping you and it's a paid situation, you've paid me because you believe I can provide you with information that can make this a smoother transaction for you.
But oftentimes you got to
And,
build that trust because I don't think it's not
no,
automatic.
that takes time
Yeah.
too. That takes time too. There also has to be leeway. I would tell you, you know, one of the things that I've done in problem solving is just trying to learn how to problem solve with my brothers. Right? Like as black men, when we try and run businesses and when we try and become entrepreneurs, trying to build trust with one another that we can communicate.
Mm.
Solving that
Mm.
problem. How do we communicate with each other without each other feeling a certain type of way? Can we have open communication? Can we say, yo, bro, look, I get that you might be annoyed by the situation, but I'm providing you the information. I'm rocking with you. I'm trying to provide the best service that I can. You know what I'm saying? I think that for me, I've loved that experience because I'm starting to learn as a black man, like, look, like I just want to keep it 100 with you and you keep it 100 with me and we both working towards the same goal.
Right.
We can solve problems together.
I think our biggest hurdle to get over as a people, as far as Black people, when it comes to building and solving problems, is to do the work to get over the crabs in a barrel mentality that I think we have a little bit instilled in us. Um, Unfortunately, I think it just has to do with
Right.
history and, you know,
Right.
trying to get the best placement that you can in this world that we live in. But I think as soon as we really, really do the work to break that down, it's an unstoppable force.
Right. And so then you would ask, in your experience working with your people, the only thing I want to see is your work ethic. That'll tell me everything that I need to know about how you conduct business, right? Like if I'm working with you and we get out here, you know, it's one of the things I really appreciate about the project is the executive producer. He get there early, he help on set, he moves stuff around, he wants to inspire you, he talks to you, he communicates with everybody on the project. And like when I watch that, like I'm inspired because I see that he cares and he works hard and he's a part of it just as much as I'm a part of it.
Hmm.
So then when I communicate with him, I communicate from a place of respect. I see the hard work that you putting in. I'ma meet your energy. I'ma match you with trying to help you solve whatever problem it is you have. Right? That being said, look, if you on with us right now, we appreciate you. It's Dope Dialogue, episode 5. We are talking about the value of problem solving. If you'd like to call in, the number is 419-464-7246. Let us know. Can you solve problems? And do you believe that problem solving is a much needed? I mean, is it a skill? What do you? Is it a skill? Is problem solving a skill?
Yes.
Can it be learned?
Ooh, that okay, see, that's where you just threw me. Because skills are things that can be learned. Can you
Skills or
learn to
something can
solve
be
a
learned.
problem? I think you can. I'm trying to break it down in my mind before I speak. Can you learn to solve a problem? I believe so. It might be a little bit of trial and error.
I would say definitely a skill,
Yeah.
right? Because once again, the skill that you learn can be specialized, it can be general, but something as simple as 2 plus 2 is truly, that's why I love math. Math is constant problem solving in a numerical sense.
Ugh.
It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Angles, all of that become, can we solve this problem? And I believe if you can teach it in math, just like tests in school, it's the question is what kind of skill are you trying to teach? Are you trying to teach a skill where people go to work and the problem that they learn is that they have to be taught how to do their job so they can be of value, right? We teach you to go to McDonald's. We teach you how to drop the fries. We
Mhm.
pay you $10 because we know your value is $30. For every $10 I pay you an hour, I make $30 an hour, or I make $40 an hour. It's a mathematical problem.
Right.
And so if I teach the individual skill sets, no, I'm going. If we teach an individual skill sets, then at that point, if we can teach people like Chick-fil-A to be an efficient machine, we can produce a product that comes quicker than any other product, and bellies are happy, and problems are solved.
Pick me.
You know what
Pick
I'm
me.
saying?
Pick me really quick. Just
Brittany,
pick me.
speak to the class.
I just have a question, teacher.
Yeah.
Um, I would just like to know, as a culture, why have we allowed Chick-fil-A to get away with not having a value menu? Because as a culture, we like a value menu. Chick-fil-A is not having it. Do we think it's that good?
I look, first of all, problem solving. I don't know what's in the chicken, but they've solved it.
It's
Thank you. The
good.
chicken is delicious. But more than anything, what they've solved is customer relations.
That they have.
That's where the value
My
is. Is it
pleasure.
chicken? Yeah.
My
Yes.
pleasure.
I look.
When they don't say my pleasure, I'm tight.
Look. I legit want to bring on the video of the Young Cats where they did a little comedy sketch where they did that. They acted like they was Chick-fil-A and they gave my man a pair of Jordans. They washed his car. They cut his grass. They was like, look, how many sauces you need? You need 40. We got them.
Basically.
Like Chick-fil-A has solved customer relations. If you want to eat a meal and feel good about your experience, you go into Chick-fil-A.
Lines be
Just what it
crazy
is.
though. They be boo. Is it that good? Is the experience that good?
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I go sit curbside, I appreciate when the lady come out, order for Kynard. I have your drink. Look, they read the whole order. I have a mango peach shake. I have a mango tea. I have a chicken deluxe bacon with the with the pepper jack cheese.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
That's
me.
me.
Like you have the right order.
Hmm.
You have a wonderful day. Now, in my mind, I'm wondering like how are you gonna go back to? You seem happy to be here.
They do.
How?
They do.
How, Sway?
How are you happy?
Are they
And
paying
I worked
well?
in fast food. I don't. Look,
I
I'm
got a
not
lot
gonna
of
lie. When
questions.
I
Who don't work at
when
Chick-fil-A? I need to know some things.
when I get old, swear to God, I want to work at Chick-fil-A for like 2 weeks. I want to be like 65. I just want to take in that energy. I want to see the system. I want to see how it works. So, look, Chick-fil-A is out here solving problems.
Sorry, I threw us
Okay.
off course. I apologize.
No, look, they are. That's the value. You hungry? What great experience. Hit
And pay
Chick-fil-A.
$38.
We gonna get it. We gonna pay $38. Look, no value menu.
None.
That being said, look, once again, we'd like to thank y'all for coming out to Dope Dialogue. Myself, with my co-host, Brittany King. Look, if you want to comment, feel free. If you don't know how to comment, if you're on my live stream, look, click on the video. It's a little Facebook button. It'll take you to Facebook. You don't want to go there? You can catch me on YouTube, Kynard, KMG, KYNARD, KMG on YouTube. Comment, let us know what you think. Problem solving a skill. What's the value? That being said, let's get to the news. All right, Brittany, what we got?
Um, it's kind of a sad day for me, you know? Not a surprising day necessarily, but a sad day. We did get an update on the Breonna Taylor case today. After I believe almost 200 days. I believe it was 196 days. One officer was indicted on 3 counts of wanted endangerment, quote unquote. Um, and he was actually booked and released after posting bail. Um, the Attorney General Daniel Cameron, um, he put in place a, what's the word? I'm sorry, help me out. Blah, blah,
He
blah.
put in
When things are melee.
nope, I got you though. Continue. I don't know the word.
A state of wild and crazy. Yes,
Emergency,
state of
right?
the state of emergency was put in place before the decision was announced. Um, the one police officer was not charged with anything as it relates to Breonna Taylor's death. It was more or less related to the bullets that missed her and went into the neighbors' homes as opposed to the bullets that entered her body and killed her. Um, I don't know how to feel just yet. Like I said previously, I'm not surprised necessarily. I was hopeful, but I'm also just not surprised. I don't know what I expected, but when I seen the state of emergency come down before the decision, I knew that it wasn't going to be good. What are your thoughts so far?
Um, I think that they definitely knew that this was coming. It is a sad day. It's a situation where I believe that it just shows us how broken the system is. You
Incredibly.
know, I think that the hard part is that we're not shocked. We're saddened. A lot of us are angry. A lot of us are hopeless, and it's already about to get active. I think it has gotten
Yeah.
active in regards to the protests. I think that the other indictment in regards to the wall being more important than Breonna Taylor's life is a slap in the face.
Whew.
And I think they don't give a shit, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think they give a shit. I don't think they give a fuck. Uh, they prepared for the unrest. And I think that they're going to get the unrest that they're looking for. I just hope that people are safe. I hope that people realize these are very divisive
Mm.
times. Uh, my heart hurts truly for Breonna Taylor and her family. I don't care nothing about that 12 million because there are many more Breonna Taylors in this country year after year, decade after decade, and it's time for it to change. You know, as a black man, sometimes I do want to cry and just let it out because I'm tired, man. Tired of the disrespect. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. What's good, True? Good, Tony. Good to have y'all on the show. We talking about Breonna Taylor.
I think the wackest part to me was the fact that someone, probably a lot of someone, sat at their desk for months and tried to figure out, okay, these people are calling for justice. They want an arrest, they want an indictment. How can we give them the indictment that they want without giving them the indictment that they want? How can we find the mildest thing to make it sound satisfactory until it really comes down and it's not satisfactory at all?
I believe that you are spot on. They deliberated because once again, somebody was hired to solve a problem.
Hmm. Talk about it.
Somebody was hired to solve the problem. And the problem isn't that the police shot Breonna Taylor. That's the biggest issue in all of this. That's the true problem. No, the problem for them and the people who were hired to spin it, the problem is how do we affect public perception and make it look like we tried to do something. Oh, we'll throw them a bone, but that's a slat. Now we stupid. We gotta be stupid because you thought that was enough of a charge for people to feel a certain type of way about it. And so those people solved the problem. People got paid to spin it the way they're going to spin it. And then on top of it, and let's keep it real, if Black Lives Matter is out there and we start protesting in cities, believe that there's dollars in another problem trying to be solved to keep us divided.
Yeah.
You're paying another side to go out there and incite riots that have nothing to do with the African American, cause in this country, right? And so those people are being paid to solve a problem. And so all of it is very, very tragic, is very, very unfortunate. Um, and one can only think, once again, where do we go from here?
You know what else I thought about? I'm backing up just a little bit. Um, I thought about the amount of mental taxing that has to happen for the families of people who are, in this case, murdered, but whether it's malpractice or insurance or whatever it is, and they push you out some money as their way to make it better. Um, I feel like it has to be a weird psychological space to be in to be accepting of the money because I'm still hurt, but also they're not coming back. So it's like I have to move forward. Should I be happy with $12 million? Because who can't use an extra 12 million? But also, you could have just put him in jail for free. You could have used that 12 million throughout this city to do something with. Um, so I feel like for her family and like I said, anyone who goes through a situation where they get a big lump sum because of some wrongdoing and protection of people that have done wrong, like really what that does to them psychologically. I wouldn't want to be in that place to have to feel that way and try to move forward and be like, I'm okay, but I'm not okay, but I'm gonna take this money because I'm pissed, but also still not okay.
I I agree. The money is a different part for me in regards to Breonna Taylor. $12 million. You just hope that it does some good in her family, that they're able to provide educations, you know, for those in her family, to take care of her mom, to take care of those that need to be taken care of. The money will allow them to do things that they previously weren't able to do.
Right.
But what it never does is soften the blow of losing a loved one to unnecessary violence. And that's just the real, man. It was unnecessary. I understand that the cops were doing their jobs. I understand that mistakes happen when you're doing your job. But there has to be some type of punishment or repercussion to say that her life mattered that isn't monetary.
Mm-hmm.
I need the police that were involved all the way up the chain. Who was the intelligence given to?
That's
Who was the one that
mm,
made the
mm-hmm.
decision to go on this raid? Who okayed it? He can't stay in his job because his job costed someone's life. So I need it to be more than just the police officer that fired the shot. We need accountability. We need individuals that are policing us to have repercussion if they make a mistake. And being fired and going on administrative leave, that's not that doesn't resonate with the people any longer. They're standing up. They're saying we've had enough. And I don't know if defunding the police is the option. I'm not versed enough in the politics of police if that's the way we go. But I know that a change has to happen. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to be in this situation year in and year out and it publicly put out there because it does nothing but continuously divide us.
You know what I
Us versus
what
them.
I seen the other day? It kind of fits into what you're saying. Um, as much as we want to change, right? I feel like America is so grounded and built on racism, right? It's been here since we've been here. And I think it's so much so grounded in the threads of our being that once you fight against racism, it's fighting against America to some people because it's so hard to separate. Um, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think that's how some people feel. And that's why I think seeing the change that we want is sometimes so difficult because people literally feel like it's anti-American subconsciously.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't. I have no disagreements. I honestly believe that you're spot on, and not only because it's American to be racist, is also profitable. Have division.
Word.
The next level of it, it's profitable to have division because you can segment groups. You can control certain things within those groups.
Yeah.
That's why Facebook and Instagram are so powerful. You can get on a platform, you can choose what it is that you like, and they promote division amongst you. Oh, you like this, so I'll show you something that's against you, and it'll rile you up, and it'll put you in a position where you're accepting of being divided from someone who's your brother or your sister in a humane way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the discussion on social media, whether or not it's good or bad, or whether or not it's toxic, is relevant because it's here to divide you into groups. So then they can perpetrate whatever propaganda they want. That's over your head, but y'all get it. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's just next level about why racism is promoted. Why it's integral to the science of United States of America is because it's about dollars and cents.
Mm-hmm.
It's about one group of people who are putting themselves in a position where they have the power and they can dictate to minority groups how you should be able to operate in our country. You know? So it's unfortunate. Rest in power to Breonna Taylor. If you are out there protesting, please be safe.
Please.
And I thank you on behalf of someone that I have been out there, but I'm not going to be out there for other reasons. I thank you for being the voice for me and being the voice for a lot of us in saying that what happened to Breonna Taylor was wrong, and we should definitely have a different result. All right, look. Once again, we got the live call in 419-464-7246. We've been talking about Breonna Taylor. Let us know your thoughts as well. You want to talk about problem solving, the value, let us know. YouTube, you can comment. Twitch, you can comment. Kynard KMG. All that being said, look, we are going to gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna get into a different segment. Let's lighten it up. See if we can have a couple of lives. We are going to get to this or that. All right, this is the segment. My homie Brittany got a couple of topics. She gonna give me one or the other to choose. I'm gonna choose one. I give a brief reason why, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Shout out to Tony. Look, when you get a chance, man, we'd love to have you call in. We appreciate you, Tony, no doubt.
Call Tony. Shoot, what you doing?
Yeah, call Tony. What you doing? You don't be on the toilet taking a shit, man. Just give us a
You
call.
can call if you
whatever
going
you
boo
doing.
boo. Sometimes people gotta boo.
Oh, he can call if you going boo boo.
Don't flush it though. We don't need to know.
Tony, if you're taking a boo boo, don't flush it in the
That's
background.
it.
We need the perfect
That's
audio.
all.
What's good? What we got on this or that?
Let's start with something light. Old school or new school? In whatever it is, however you see that, old school versus
Old
new school.
school.
Old school all
Old
the way, no
school.
matter what.
Yeah. No matter what. Old school. Old school is real talk. Look, the truth is the fashion of the way it is come from old school. We gave that. You know, we passed down the juice.
But
No.
you doing all this new school stuff.
um. Oh. 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 I just learned the game. I'm very old school at heart. My presentation is old school. You
Shout
know
out
what
to the
I'm
Clan
saying?
Gold.
Like it's old school. My whole vibe is old school because I do dumb shit. But I think in the space where this is the new school, right? Like if you want to compete, if you want to be in this business or you want to entertain, you have to use the technology to the best of your ability. And I would tell you, I'm probably still behind the curve, but I think I can still reach my old school people. Now, I will tell you this: I still learn from new school. I won't discount it. I pick up the tips. I pick up I TikToks a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I does a dance or two.
hey,
You know I'm here to
if
entertain.
you do a TikTok,
Um,
I'll what is it called? Duet? Is that what they do?
is it the duets? Oh, we gotta do a
Oh
duet TikTok. Okay,
no,
let's. Is that what it
I
is?
think
We
so.
gotta do
Oh
that.
shit.
Look, I'm down. I
I didn't think
think
you'd be
that
down. Now I have to put my foot in my mouth. But yeah, all right.
yeah, man, look, why not? Look, my life is about having fun. For those that don't know Kynard, like, you get introduced. I have probably done almost everything that you thought about wanting to do, and I can tell you you should do it because it's fun. You know, I ain't nobody trying to just be bored and all messed up. And nah, man, I'm living life. We gonna get to it. So old school mentality, but the boy's still learning new school tricks.
Word.
What
We'll
we?
take that.
What's next?
Um, if you had to, would you rather move in with your parents or move in with an ex?
That's a.
Some of them a bitch, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say parents. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once again, for those that don't know me, those that do know, like for me, I was really lucky. Both my parents was dope, you know, and I was fortunate that a great man raised me. You know,
Mm.
I think that early on in my life, I thought I knew everything, and then when I realized I didn't, I went to him and I was like, "I'm sorry." I never had an issue following his rules because I always communicated with him. If I felt like, yo, pops, I'm a grown man. I'll be at the crib when I get there. He like, look, got till 2 in the morning. After that, all the locks is on. You ain't getting in this
And you
motherfucker.
say yes, sir.
I'm like, yes, sir. Yo, I'm staying with Shorty tonight. I ain't even gonna make it. Like at least I would let him know. I ain't gonna have him wait. I'm at Shorty spot. Don't worry, pops. I'm good. But that being said, I believe I could get along with my pops. I believe I could get along with my moms, and I believe that I would help solve problems in that household as a grown man because I would provide value. You need me to go pick up food? I got
Come
it.
on, problem
You want me to
solver.
cut some grass? I got it. You know what I'm saying? You need me to get you to your appointments? I got you. You know, you need some food. Let me go ahead and hook something up. I'm gonna take care of my mom and dad. Okay. Now, my ex,
Kick rocks.
kick rocks. I mean, and you know, it is what it is. Everybody that I kind of dealt with was okay peoples, even after, you know, we decided to go our own ways. But I don't want them problems. Them ain't the problems you be wanting to have.
I agree.
You
I
know what I'm
would take
saying?
parents too.
So what we got next?
Sleeping barefoot versus sleeping in socks
Oh, barefoot.
all day.
Those got to be out all
All
day. I don't.
day.
How can you sleep in socks? You gotta let them bad boys breathe.
How you
You
spell
know.
that?
What'd you
How you
say?
spell that? Brief.
Brief. Breef.
Cool. Okay. Got it. Got
Brief.
it. Got it. Got it. Brief.
You gotta let them
Let me write
brief.
that down. Brief.
You
Got it.
gotta let them toes out, right? After a shower, you got your toes clean. You gotta let them joints breathe, man. I look, especially under like if your comforter is clean, you just got them fresh sheets. There's no better feeling than, you know, your feet just being in open and breathing. I don't know how a person can be out here sleeping in the bed with their socks on.
Especially people who sleep butt naked in socks. That shit is weird to me.
Oh man, I miss sleeping butt naked.
It's a good time, especially when your sheets is fresh.
Yeah, look, I
You
miss
can
it.
make
I
snow
mean, when
angels
you,
in that thing. You're like, oh gosh, this is what a time to be
yeah,
alive.
nah, when you start having, children in the
Like,
house, that's no longer the move. You can't just be running around ready at a moment's notice. You gotta have some clothing on.
right.
It's not the way you should be
Don't come
operating.
in this
But I
room.
would tell you,
Don't you come in this
but I would
room.
tell you, right?
I'm running
as, as soon as you get out the house, I'm back to strutting my shit through the house. Okay? I'm on my way.
That's hilarious. Um,
Oh,
Online shopping versus in store.
I'm a dude, so in the store shopping was simple. I never got distracted. I have a target. I'm on my way. Boom, I pick it up. Let's keep it moving. Online, I spend more money than I probably
Listen,
should.
Amazon. Yeah, that's
Look,
me every other day.
look, and what is the problem that Amazon is solving? Right? When you order an item,
Hmm.
they give you recommended items. Other people have bought this, and you start looking, I
Sure
might need
do.
this shit.
Like when
I
they
might
bought
need
that too. That went together.
I might need it.
I got
Oh,
this, but they said I could.
I might need
These
this.
go together. All
Add it to
right.
the wish list.
I
Okay,
don't even add it to the wish list anymore. I just add
they
it to
are
the cart.
solving. Yeah, look, sometimes you got to do that
Throw it in
too.
the
I
bag,
think that
Amazon. Jeff Bezos. You got the card information, G.
you already, they make it so easy. Look, what is the problem? They solve so many problems, and that's why Jeff Bezos is a billionaire. Look at the problems he solved. You can purchase something on Amazon with one click. One click buy. Boop,
Single.
boop. You got my information. You know who I am. I don't have to dilly dally around. I can choose an account if this. Look, sometimes the credit, we run it up. We ain't got no more money on that
New
card.
card.
We got to move to another card.
Keep that one in the queue.
Buy.
But new card.
Buy.
Don't worry.
Buy. So, it becomes a situation where, for me, Amazon is solving multiple problems. You don't want to go to the store, you ain't got to go to the store. Anything that you can think of, you can get on Amazon. They are solving the problem.
Amazon is giving you grocery delivery for free. Instacart
Billions.
ain't. Listen, they said, oh, Instacart's only doing it for $5, $7. Don't worry. We got y'all. We said,
We
oh, God.
got you.
Oh,
So then think about it. I would tell you people, and I know we spent a little longer on this. If you want to make more money, solve some problems. You learn to solve problems, you can make some money. Solve the problem.
shout out to Jeff.
That's all that's required.
Shout out to
Amazon
Jeff.
solved the problem.
Period, Pooh. I love saying that. It's so favorite. Okay.
Period.
Period,
Pimp. What we
Pooh.
got next?
Speaking of hood rat things, smoking versus drinking. Pick one.
I'm a smoker. I would prefer smoke over alcohol. I've never, I socially drink. I would more. The boy is grown, man. I'm out here drinking different drinks. I'm on some Pierre Ferrand cognac. Like I'm into. At this point, I've earned quality. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I'm on the Glenlivet, Scotch. I'm drinking different,
word.
but for me, I don't do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this is a special occasion. Let me get out the good drink and let me sip on it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I go to the club, I do too much watching people
Mm.
and wanting to have my wits about me that I don't really drink like that. Unless I'm with my people or I'm at a house party, how we do it. You know what I'm saying? But I prefer smoke. I'll puff on a black every now and again. What about you?
I'm not a smoker at all. And
You a
I
drinker?
feel really bad saying that as a born and bred California girl because we take it serious out here. But I could probably count on one hand how many times I've smoked something in my life. And I don't need on my
Oh wow.
fingers, you know?
Well, there
I
you
just
go.
don't dig it. But if you would like to give me a whiskey and ginger ale with 2 limes
Oh, say you want it.
all the time, multiple times, I could
Yeah.
do that. That's my
But
bag.
those are the situations in which I believe drinking is like that's the move, right? Like for me, I was having a conversation. Shout out to the homie Keith on set this weekend or 2 weekends ago, and he was like, "There's a method to the madness when I drink. Like if I'm drinking, you with a lady, we drinking because there's gonna be a payoff in the evening, and we know where this is going. We trying to catch a vibe, right? Let's open up a bottle. We can get a bottle. I sip some wine with you. Kind of goes to our next topic. But I I'll do what I gotta do to curate the vibe. Usually that's where you'll catch me drinking. Now if we going out, we doing lunch date, I drink a fruity drink with her, because I'm gonna move in. Yo, taste this. It kind of tastes nice,
What
don't
it
it?
tastes like? What you
Oh,
say, huh?
right, exactly. It's a
It's
method.
good.
Yeah, yeah, I like this.
Mm,
This is I want
I don't
another one.
normally
Do
drink
you?
this.
Do you? Oh!
I like it though. It's
so
good.
so for me, it's a method to it. But usually, I like it at social events. One of my favorite things was going to the cigar bar and doing both. You have a cigar and you got you a nice little scotch and you good. But once again, it's method to the madness. So I'm smoker over drinker, depending on the situation. If a lady's involved, cheers. Let's get to it.
um, lingerie versus a big t-shirt.
Both. Both them.
Both.
Both of them. Because the truth is, let's keep it real.
Mm.
It all look good. It all looks good. It really a nice t-shirt placed well on a bummy Saturday, a fall bummy Saturday, little
Do you,
Netflix and drink.
do you feel better about it when it's your t-shirt? Does that give you a one
No,
up when it's your t-shirt
no,
versus the lingerie?
no. Matter of fact, ignorance is bliss as well because it could be her previous ex's t-shirt. As long as she don't tell me, ignorance is that don't matter to me. I don't care you and your old dude shit. I'm here. I'm here in the moment. At this moment, I'm here right
I
now.
got caught up once like that.
Yeah, it don't bother me as long as you not out here. Oh, I'm in my ex man's. Like, okay, then you'll be by yourself.
Right.
That being said, I enjoy lingerie too. I love the effort that is put into the designing of it. I love the parts of the body that it highlights. And I love a woman's personal style when she decides how she's going to represent herself
So you just gonna
in
be
this type
greedy and
of
take both of them?
transaction. Yeah,
That's not how this game works.
this and that, both next.
Oh, you can get on my nerves. 90s R&B versus 2000s R&B.
90s, not even a thought.
Should have known.
90s, 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 90s. Matter of fact, 80s, 70s. Luther Vandross. We're gonna talk about it next. Look, look,
Get to the
look,
Luther
look.
already. Just get to the
Okay,
Luther.
I'm on
Get
Luther.
to the
Luther,
Luther.
Luther,
Golly.
Luther had you out here in love. So I'm gonna just keep it real. 90s R&B I think is what started. In 2000 had great years too
It
though.
was fun. It was more fun in the
Both of
2000s,
them,
but the 90s
yeah.
was just like they hit
2000
you
it was
different.
R&B. Yeah, 2000s it really became hip hop R&B.
Oh damn,
It
you
was
right.
more hip hopish. You know what I'm
All the
saying?
Ja
And
Rules and the
yeah, yeah,
hmm
yeah, yeah. And the rappers started singing, and it kind of paved the way for what we have now. Um, but I would probably go 90s. I'm a 90s. That was when I was in my my peak years, and I was not to date myself. I was living my best life. No.
And he ain't going back and forth with you niggas. And that's that.
All right, we got what we got
One
next.
more. Babysitting versus helping someone move.
Oh, babysitting.
An all day babysit?
All day babysit.
What?
I ain't
Okay.
pay.
All day babysit
I'm
versus half day
disrespectful.
move.
All day
Oh,
babysit.
okay.
I look. So I'm just gonna keep it real. Shout out to my uncle. I just sometimes I get disrespectful helping other people move. Like one time I was helping my uncle move, and there was a pillow inside of the pillow inside of the truck. And I should have picked the pillow up and took the pillow inside, but I kicked the pillow. And I don't even know why I kicked the
Because
pillow.
you tired and you mad.
But it was super disrespectful.
Because you want to go home.
My man was like, yo, did you just kick my pillow?
Absolutely did.
And I had to think like, yeah, player, I just did that. I apologize. I don't know what came over me.
The spirit.
But I shouldn't have did that, but I did. I apologize. You know, I had to offer to pay for another pillow because I was super disrespectful.
What'd you do? Kick it into the mud? Like, what the hell?
No, I kicked it hard. It was a field goal. I just was not in my right mind. At least when I babysit these kids, Jay is on, my uncle's on, he laughed. When I babysit kids, I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna do it like Spice Adams. This is when a man babysit is easy, because this all you gonna get. Hey, y'all better quiet down in there. That's it. That's all I got for
Y'all
you.
are the worst.
And if I don't have some silence, it's gonna be an issue. Babysitting is easy.
It's not.
Babysit the way I babysit.
Oh, well.
Here, watch these videos. Don't get too loud. I'm busy.
You give them the iPads, you take the TV and the phone, and
boom, I'm on my way.
A shame.
Just saying.
Who?
Just saying. All right, look, that's all we got for this or that, man. Look, once again, Kynard, KMG, co-host Britt. We just had a good time. That segment was this or that. If you want to call in, the number is, what is the number? 419-464-7246.
7246.
7246. Talk with us. We want to have a conversation.
Tell your uncle to hit us up. Shoot, what's happening?
All right, yeah, Jay, hit us up, man. Call us up, bro. Jump on. You want to talk about problem solving, how Amazon is out here solving problems, and that's why they worth billions.
Man.
Talk about Breonna Taylor. This or that. Look, if I'm choosing wrong, if you like to sleep with your socks on,
those people can't be trusted.
All right, that being said, look, we're gonna go ahead and get into some sex talk. Let's talk about it. Yeah. We'll talk about sex, man. Look. I'm gonna be honest. Truth is, sex is dope, and I think
what a way to start.
I think it's super fun to talk about.
Oh no!
I'm ready to have a whole conversation because I think some things have changed. Once again, I'm from a different era. I'm just trying to understand: is eating booty normalized now? Like, is it okay to just eat booty and people are okay with that now? Are we still judging people who eat booty?
Tom, we have a report. The answer is yes.
Do we have a report coming in? Brittany, can you report for us? Let us know.
Absolutely.
So eating booty is normalized.
Get in there.
Get in there.
I had a conversation with my friend, right? This was maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. She was like, Britt, are dudes out here like eating ass for real? And I said, yeah. And she said, I don't think so. I don't think you're right. And I said, I don't know what you know, but if you know like I know. She said, why would people let someone do that? I said, why would you stop? Why would you if a sir decided he wanted to grace a little region,
Right.
All you got to do is make sure that it's prepared and zestfully clean. What is the issue?
All right. So I'm a case. Look, I've lived a lot of life. I've done a lot of
Here he
things.
goes.
I worked at a job
Mm,
that had a lady who put me on game. Right? She was like,
I'm
"Look,
gonna lean in.
the truth is that this could be a real wonderful thing if the woman is prepared in the right way." Now, I didn't ask for this information. She volunteered it. But she told me a combination of oral gel and anal ease prepared the area to be received and a fun time to be had with all. Now, all of that
Pick
being
me, pick
said,
me.
I wasn't ready for it. What are your thoughts on oral gel and anal ease for preparation? Brittany, let me know.
I don't have any thoughts. I need to know what exactly. I've first of all, I've never heard this. Isn't Orajel what you use when you have a toothache?
Yes, it has a numbing effect, so it's ready to receive. And once again, either way it goes, I can understand, like, okay, I ain't eating. You know what I'm saying? But anal sex every other time, like you have to explore it, I think, if you're in a long-term relationship, just to see if it's something that y'all like.
So wait. I just need a little bit of clarity here.
Okay, what's
We
up?
were talking about Orajel. So are we talking about insertion of penile
I
pieces,
didn't, I,
or are we talking about oral? What is it called when you? What's the word for like butt
what,
oral?
oral
For
sex?
butt
Butt
oral,
oral butt sex? Who knows? I don't know.
analingus.
I don't know if the analingus. I don't know if the anal ease or the oral gel, right, is for eating. I think that's just penetration. But
That's
I
what
would
it
even
sounds like
tell
to
you
me.
on my IG feed, like I've seen, shout out to Club God out in Houston. That's probably my alter ego.
Ooh,
He had a he had a stripper in the background and she had an anal plug in, and I'm like we just normalizing it. Like strippers now just going into the club and they got plugs in. Like this is just normal
did it have
behavior.
a
And I
tail
feel
on
like
it at least?
I've seen one in the strip clubs before. I've seen one with it. I'm like, what is going on?
She's a unicorn.
Hey,
She's a unicorn, daddy.
yo, it's just why is it? Why look? So did Janae Eiko revolutionize this? Did she change it with that one lyric? Did she make eating the booty like groceries a cultural accepted thing now?
Young Janae, I don't know if she made it culturally acceptable, but she did give it a name that was cute. And I think we've ran with it ever since. I don't think dudes are ashamed to be out here saying, like, hey, I,
I eat
I get
booty.
in that butt, huh? I don't think they're shaming that anymore.
Well, I would tell you once again, I remember having Kevin Gates saying, "No, but I eat booty." And once again, I ain't mad. It's not what I like to do. It's not what gets me lit. I don't wake up like I'm gonna tear that
But
up.
what if it gets her
I'm gonna lick
lit?
off. What's
What if it
that?
gets her lit? You don't care?
Woo! We probably just ain't the right match. I just have to accept that sexually we not vibing. Yeah, because once again, I'm not about to be called booty eating boy. I'm not,
Yeah,
because I can imagine that that's gonna be,
yeah.
and then she don't want to make it public. She get mad at
When it's an
me.
argument, there's nothing you can
Yeah,
say once you didn't ate somebody's ass.
yeah, I can't,
Whatever.
can't accept that.
That's what thought you was saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
was in
Now we
between them
gotta,
cheeks.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah. No,
It's a mess. But you can still do it though.
but the other thing is if I was to do it, like it's a situation where for me, once again, I gotta have lived around you and seen your habits.
Hmm.
I gotta know if you out here not Santa. I gotta look at your bathroom. I gotta like it can't just be, oh, I just met you, let me run your booty hole.
No.
Like that ain't That's not. There's like there has to be a level of comfortability and like a conversation. Like, look, what do you like, baby girl? Okay, well, maybe we can do that later down the line if you've made the cut or I made the cut. But I ain't just out here looking no booty hole just off jump.
I feel
You
like it'd
know?
be wise for y'all to like really, if that were the case, like you gotta go together. We gotta be eating a lot of meals together. We gotta know what's what's happening in the majority of like 90% of our lives. Like what
Right?
you doing at work today? Oh, you
Right?
been sitting down for 6 hours?
Yeah.
It's
Come
not
on.
the day for you.
We not with
You
that.
had Chipotle today? Also not the day for you.
And I don't know if people were doing it before Janae Aiko. I assume that they were.
It was just quiet.
I assume it just I wasn't participating, so it wasn't in my realm of reality. That being said, it leads me to a whole different situation, right?
Oh
Because
no.
I believe that sex has kind of changed in regards to how it's presented, what's socially acceptable. We have WAP now. We've always had WAP though, but music kind of gave it to us. Movies have given it to us. And what I'm trying to ask is like, do people make love anymore? Yo, what's good? What's good, Spitfire? What's good, homie? Do people make love anymore? Is making love a cool thing? Like, cause I like to make love. I like to put some music on. I like, candles every now and again, some food, a little performance, some Maxwell on in the background, and hopefully it ends with climaxing in tears. Like I want to touch your soul
That's
and
rude.
have you.
That's rude.
Why is making love rude?
No, I didn't say making love was rude. I just said
Oh,
the cry climax combo is rude.
the cry Maxwell combo is
The
rude.
climax cry combo,
Oh, the climax. Why is that rude though?
that can't happen like normally
Why?
because I'm protective of my soul. That's why.
But I'm trying
I'm
to, as a
nervous.
man,
I'm nervous.
right,
You
right,
can't do
right,
that
right.
too much because I'll
As
kill
a
you. I don't want to have
man,
to kill
yeah,
you.
you don't want to have to. So you don't want to be emotionally attached to a man that can make you feel that sensation.
Every now and then, but it can't happen too often because I'm gonna start questioning what I thought I knew about myself, and I don't have time for
Do
that.
you have to have a mirror check with yourself when you look like, girl,
Absolutely.
get your shit together?
This nigga's trying to take my whole life, my whole soul, my whole spirit, and crush it. Get yourself together. Get your head in the game. Bounce back, bitch. That's what I feel like. I can't. That couldn't happen all the time. I wouldn't know what to do. Regularly, like if that is the objective, sir, can we just not have that be the goal all the time?
No, it's not. Look, so I would say it's not the goal all of the time. I would
Twice a
prefer
year.
this type of twice a year.
Twice a year, cry.
Oh,
We're gonna call that a cry
you
match.
got to get a good cry orgasm once a month. Just as a friendly reminder of where you
Oh
stand.
God,
Yeah, no, you need that.
a cry
Yeah,
max
at
once
least
every
once
30 days.
2 months. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? You mix in a couple of quickies and a couple of fuck sessions, but you gotta throw a I want to show you how much I love you. Oh, you thirsty? Are you dry mouthed it because we
You
just
gonna
went
sip
for
these
about
tears.
45 minutes and you was all here's some water. I went and got that for you. You need a towel to wipe off. I got you. I ran
That's cool though. I just don't want to. I don't want
Yeah, no, I want you to cry. After you
spirit
cry,
just snatched out.
I'm gonna run your
That's
shower for you when
devil
you
dick,
done.
devil dick.
Yeah. Oh, let me run your shower. I get your bath right. You get yourself clean. We good. We can laugh and talk. We watch a little TV, eat some ice cream, go to sleep.
That was a lot of process.
I mean, are people doing that anymore? Is making love out of style? Is putting music on while you doing what you is that out of
I don't
style?
think that's out of style, really. I don't. I
The
can only
music
speak for
that you
myself. I don't know what the rest of the world is
okay.
doing. I don't think it's out of style yet, though. But it just depends on what it is. Like, I don't know if I want to hear like
Right. Can
Luther.
you fuck the WAP though? No, well, Luther is my generation.
I don't think I want to hear no Luther. If it's gonna be Luther, it better be big one. First of all,
Big
I
Luther.
like my Luther sturdy.
And
Hello.
well, I would tell you though, it depends on what the situation is, right? And I agree. The climax is necessary every once in a while. It is. You need that. But I would tell
Every
you,
6 months, every month. My God,
tell him
I'll
Jeremy.
have
Shout
I'll
out to
have nothing
Spitfire Hip
left.
Hop. Look, all I'm saying
I'm
is
exhausted already, and it has.
depending on what the situation is, if it's, let's say, an anniversary or it's a birthday and you want to cater to this woman, you know what I'm saying? You really want to show her
I'm that guy,
your energy, not even that I'm that guy, but
but
the
you're that
energy
girl.
that you present, the value that you present to me.
Boy,
I'm about to take you to outer space, bring you back, and take you again, and then I'll run your shower and get you all together.
I don't
When
know
you
if I've
go to
ever been
work
to
the
outer
next
space
day.
twice.
No, you got to. Yeah, look, that's what we trying to
I'm thinking
achieve.
about that. Have I been to outer space twice?
Because look. If you can do that as a man, you can solve a lot of problems for a woman. Feel me? You understand?
All
You've
you gotta
solved the
do is
first
act
problem.
right just a little bit and serve some dick. That's really
You
it.
served. You
That's it.
solved the first problem.
You don't even have to act right
Yep.
all the time. Just act right a little bit and some good dick, and we'll be okay.
You heard it here first, guys. All I'm saying is make love to the woman. The woman wants to be made love to. And if she don't know how to make love, she can't handle it, she don't know what it's all about, you're out of there.
Oh, you're booting her?
If she can't get with the program, you can try and
You ain't
teach
gonna
her,
be
baby
delicate
girl.
with her?
Yeah, I mean, you
A little
can. You
flower?
can. But as you said, if I put Luther on and she like, what the fuck is this?
Where the WAP
Like,
at?
first
You
of
trying to
all,
turn up.
baby girl, we not even on the same vibes right now. Our vibes is totally different. The vibrations, as Dion Cole said, you don't even deserve the A dick. You can't even get that. You deserve this C minus. You can't. I can't
Wow.
do what you talking
C
about.
minus dick. That's almost
We
D.
not even on the same level
That's
right now.
almost D level
I
D.
just I just want to know, is people making love? They not making love.
What,
That
is
being
anyone telling
said,
us what they doing?
I'm
Is
sorry.
anyone telling us what they doing?
No, we ain't got no comments.
Y'all being
My people
scary.
in the chat, let us know.
Y'all don't be
Let us know. Talk to
scary.
us. We want to know. I'm gonna just keep it real.
So what you're
I've
saying
been
is
in
you're out here
quarantine,
making
so
love.
yeah. I mean, look,
LOVE. Not
hey,
LUV, but
no,
LOVE.
LOVE.
Ooh.
When I get done, look, I might want to give you a ring and buy a house if it's right. Look. I'm just saying. What problems are you solving, baby girl? That's all I'm asking. Because I know
Ah,
what I bring to the table. I know what problems I'm solving. What problems are you solving?
problem A would be back blown. Spirit left the body.
Man, we be laughing. We be having a good time, man. I hope y'all enjoying us out there on the stream. Shout out to everybody that's on. Once again, it's Dope Dialogue Podcast. Me and Britt, we got one more item to talk about. In the vein of sex and making love,
Hmm.
I believe long-term relationships. I was super lit, when I got to the point where I learned about toys in relationships, because to me,
Hey-o.
I believe that takes shit to the next level. I believe that your creativity is only limited by your imagination. If you have no imagination on what this experience can be, like then it becomes boring and it's lame. And I would say in long-term relationships, this is a valued skill to be able to introduce other things for entertainment purposes. That being said, what was you told me about some toy, like this is the new thing now where a woman can insert like a vibrator and her man can rock with her and press a button and vibrate her like all day. What's the name of that toy?
That one's called a mango. There's a mango
A
and a
mango.
kiwi. Shut up, Brittany. You're telling on yourself.
No, tell it, Brittany. We want to know. The people want to know.
So
They don't know that they want to know, but they need this information.
there's a mango and there's a kiwi, which are like bullet situations. They're little eggs, little goes up in theirs. Um, you strike her on, zit zit, but she ain't gonna do nothing just yet. There's two pieces to the mango kiwi. All the fruits. Come on, talk about it. Tasty. Um,
Right.
you put them in there, then you give part two, which is a remote, to said partner. Y'all could go to a nice little quarantine al fresco dining situation, sit outside on a patio, show a little shoulder to him, you know what I'm saying? And he hit a little
Right.
button on your ass and you don't know what to do with yourself. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on. Can you please turn it off? Because we're in a public place, but it's fun. But turn it off. Um, there's also one called a We Vibe that
Right.
can be used during the sexual intercourse and not. But that one can be controlled from an app. So you could be like,
So it's
or
we
been
we
around
we
the
app
world and now,
sexual.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Just send
Right.
the text message, hey, daddy, I got the little We Vibe in. Tap into the app. I know you at work. Tap into
Ah!
the app. Hit me on the FaceTime. Zit, zit. You could be across the world and I, yeah, yeah. You understand? Not listen, I think these are valuable tools.
That's dope.
Get the app one. That one's bomb.
I'm
That one's like a little C-shaped joint, right? Okay, now I'm telling all the business. So it's a little
look.
C-shaped situation. So this part goes in and this part sits on top of the little vagine machine, right? So you can keep it in during the sex and then go under it. So you get the little
And
vibration.
this is the We Vibe,
Yeah,
right?
you get the little vibrations on the penile piece. And it's also in there like tapping that G just a little bit and it's on the clit as well. I don't know nothing about nothing though. I don't own it.
You don't know nothing about
I don't
nothing.
have that. I ain't got it.
You don't you don't have
I
that.
don't have that. I just know that it exists. And it holds a good charge. That's all I know.
That's all you
I don't know
know.
nothing
It,
about
it
that.
holds a good
That's
charge.
it.
That's funny. You know what? That's hilarious to me. Hold on one second. Let me see. I think that I can add it. Let me see if I can add it. I want to see if
He gonna find a diagram like he did last
yeah, you
week.
know I'm gonna
Oh
find it.
no. The kiwi, the mango. I think the kiwi is the better one. There was like variation. It's like a iPhone situation. It's like a X 12, 11. I think the kiwi is the good one, whereas the mango was the first one. And the We Vibe, there's variations of that too. The We Vibe's gonna hit you for a little bit. It's one of the joints that they keep in the case at the sex shop. You ain't just gonna be able to touch it and push the button. It's in the glass case. They gotta unlock it.
That's hilarious. That's funny to
High
me.
quality, they say.
Well, I would tell you, I couldn't find it. I found it. I can't bring it up for y'all. I'm not that experienced yet. We're gonna get that done
You
eventually.
can do the Google. You know
One
how
day.
Google works.
No, I got
Bezos
yeah,
might
they
even
got
got
go. I
one.
got it up. I got it up. I just can't bring it onto the
It's
screen
cool.
the way that I
They
want.
straight.
But I think I want people to see it. I think the toys, just like the Crymax, every now and again, a good toy thrown in that does, different things every now and again. It makes for a little spice. You know what I'm saying? And a little spice ain't never
How do
wrong.
you feel about? It's not really a toy. It's like an accessory. How do you feel about things that bind people's lives? Like whether it's like a
Oh,
harness on a bed or over the door
I don't mind like
swing.
the swings. Like, yeah, a swing is dope. Like if you want to anchor a
Fine
swing
for you.
down and
You don't get in the compromising position when you're in a swing. You could just take off and leave and have a bitch hanging, literally swinging.
no, I could, but the pleasure that I'm going to exact is worth it. So,
Touche.
the good come with the bad. I mean, you know what you're getting into if you get into the swing. You know what I'm saying? Once again, a discussion has happened, and
I
so
have trust issues, so there's that.
I do too. I remember somebody said they wanted to tie me up and they wanted to handcuff me, and
No, ma'am.
there was none. Nah, that's not. My people have been handcuffed for years. I'm good.
Talk
I'm
about
Gucci. I
it.
don't need the handcuffs. We can do a whole bunch of things sexually that ain't got nothing to do with handcuffs. And I'm like I said, I'm fairly open. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the world. I.
Mm.
I mean,
There's this bar. Why do I know these things? So there's this. It's almost like a rod with handcuffs on the end of them, but they're made to be for your ankles.
oh yeah,
So it leaves you
yeah,
propped open because you can't, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I've
So
heard that's an
so
interesting thing.
well, what happens is like I'll see that on prawn,
What is
right?
that? What is
Prawn is what prawn is. Porn that's prawn. I watch some prawn, right?
hey?
And like when that video comes up and you see it, you're kind of like, that's interesting. And then after like 2 minutes, I'm like, that doesn't look appealing. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm straight. I
I
look
think it's
this
just like a
my
power
stuff
move real
real.
quick. I don't know how
What's that?
entertaining how long it can be entertaining,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's just like a power play real quick, real fast.
But so then the other side that you don't speak for is sometimes you can meet somebody that just turn you on to some different shit. Something you may not do with nobody else, but you get caught in the sauce, and now you up here looking foolish because you got caught slipping doing something. I'll never do this. Okay.
Until today, sis. Until today.
Oh, no, I don't know. I ain't never done
Oh,
this.
this is new to
You
me.
know what I'm saying? So
I told
I'm
you I'm
I'm
not
with
like that.
right. I'm with the Tay game. I think that it's dope, man. I think that great experiences can be shared by all.
What's your
So
favorite? I'm nosy.
um
Yeah, that's right. So
um
come on, male
anything that kind of
perspective.
anything I would tell you anything that kind of vibrates rocks with me. Exterior vibration, penetration, vibration, all of that is cool. Even as a dude, I'm I'm extra. They even got rings, cock rings
Oh,
with vibrate. Like you throw those on while you handling, but it's a different type. But you gotta be different, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try some things. Somebody might put you on to something. Hey, baby, I want to try this with you. All right, cool. Yeah, let's try it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to make it happen. I'm trying to maximize this little 30 to 45 minute time section that we got to have the best time we can have before we got to go back to regular life.
30 minutes. 30 minutes like full on? 30 to 45 full? Like straight sexing? Or does that include other things?
It just depends.
Okay.
It depends on the mood and where you catch me. Stamina, how excited I am.
Whether or not you're in
You
a
know,
hotel or if you're at home.
yeah. I mean, you might slow walk it. I mean, usually you can get two in an hour. You know what I'm saying? If I'm good at what I do,
I'm sleeping.
right?
An hour's a long time
An hour is a long time, but
to be
once
breathing.
again, well, not straight. You're not gonna go straight through. I think one of the dopest parts about the act of sex is the conversation with the person you vibing with.
Mhm.
That's why once again, depending on what the vibe is, you may get that C dick and you gotta kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like this, but at least it was communicated. Like I would never be the dude in life where I didn't at least try and attempt to communicate what it was. Baby girl, this ain't a relationship. And then she can choose. Oh yeah, he a good time. We can hang out and do whatever it is we gonna do. Right? The other one, you know what it is. Yo, I rock with you. You know, I've been on your side for a minute. I didn't had your back. And you didn't have my back. You didn't show me love. You didn't show me loyalty. And so,
Now come on
the
down the
vibe
bone
is
zone.
different. Yeah, we may have a whole conversation about macaroni and cheese. And that just be the dopest part about the sexual confrontation. You know what I'm saying? We may have a whole conversation about the end of the world. And then we go back to doing what we do. But to me, those are the dopest parts of the lovemaking. It's the experience. It's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could bang you out, but I like to bang you out and let you walk around and feel good about having a dope ass vibe, and you got your orgasm today. So that's how I be getting down. That's what I be trying to do.
Respectfully.
You know, that's all I'm trying. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. So look, once again, it's the homie Kynard. I'm here with Brittany King, my co-host. We hope that you guys have had a good time today. Thank you for tuning in to Dope Dialogue, episode 5. We talked about a whole bunch of problem solving that was going on. Is it value? You know, all that being said, we definitely appreciate you guys. You can find our IG and social media information, Kynard KMG. For Brittany King, we like to say thank you. Y'all have a good night.